Oh, one of my most unfavorite things just happened. Trying to take video for you guys, and my phone has run out of disk space. Whoever said 16 gigs wasn't enough, me, was an idiot. Or was too much, I'm sorry. See, I'm an idiot. I didn't think I needed a 32 gig phone, but I guess I do. So anyways, it's birthday time again. My buddy and I share a birthday. We met at a knife show. Ended up having a lot in common. Started shooting the breeze. Had the same taste in guns and knives and music. And turned out to end up having the same birthday. So every year we exchange gifts, usually knives, and bullshit around. And he's a good guy. Ended up being best man at my wedding. And this year, he got me something I'm considering special. I've had this knife. This is a Benchmade Nimravus Cub for more years than I can remember. I got it the year they came out. Everything about this knife is perfect except the sheath, which holds well, and you can get a belt through there, and it's sturdy, but I hate the sheath. And I've tried to get the new model from Benchmade, but they want me to send the knife in, which is ridiculous. Oh yeah, and it's serrated, which I'm not a fan of, but it works great. I've used this as a deer knife for probably a decade. I really enjoy it. The ATS 34 is outstanding with its edge retention. I can skin 5 deer with this knife and still pop hair off my arm, and those of you who have skinned deer know how quick it can dull a blade. So I've always been happy with this, and although I've always wanted one that was non-serrated, I couldn't find one. As soon as they're black coated, they're serrated. I mean, it's very rare to find one from Benchmade black without a serration. So other than the sheath, that was it. But as the birthday came around, my buddy pops up, he finds a knife with a $140 price tag over at the Gun and Knife Show. And the guy's looking to move it, talks him down to $70, and bang, here we go. What's that, you say? What's that, you say? That's Papa Bear. How you like that? Outstanding sheath. I'm trying to get the small version for my other one. Awesome belt loop. Flexible, made out of good material, super strong and sturdy. Has a lock on it to try and hold it in. Although it snaps in, the retention is great. Pretty impressed by that so far. But even more so by this bad boy. The only thing I would change on this is to make it not serrated and make a bigger choil here to keep you from going forward. There's plenty of a thumb ramp. And the knife is just otherwise outstanding. The ergonomics on Elishwood's knives are great. Thumb indentations, which everything is carried over into this with what I wanted, a deeper choil. I don't know if this is a Nimravus 2 because it's deeper or not, but it's definitely enough to keep you in. The jimping for you nut and fancy fans. Jimping, jimping. Did he say jimping? Yes, I did say jimping. Is very aggressive, almost too aggressive for my taste, because if you do a lot of work with it, it would make hot spots, maybe even blister your thumb, depending on how useful you are, whether you wear gloves or not. I would actually probably choke up on it to do more work. But the part I use is the part that's serrated, making that almost a useless blade for that for me. I'm sure I can find ways around it to use a blade better. It is hair-popping razor blade sharp, ridiculous out of the box, as most of my Benchmades have ever been. It is made out of 154 CM, one of my other favorite steels. They made this in D2, which I like, but not for this knife. And they also made it in 440, which I did not want for a knife of this size. So this is one of the better models. The coating is perfect, doesn't appear to have ever been used on anything new in the box, as it sits with matching G10 scales to its son of a knife. Matching rivets, thong or lanyard hole. I prefer the holes that are by thongs myself, but you know, that's a different animal altogether. Very nice. Take the scales off if necessary. I have done that on this one after getting a little bit of too much goo in there from gutting deer, just to make sure it stays a little more sterile, because in camp I will sometimes use it to do some food prep as well. And God knows what grows in the stuff that goes between those scales. So I'll pop the thing apart, boil it for a little bit, you know, hot water, scrub it out, you know, that deer fat gets, and go back to work. Scales always come perfectly clean, and with the coating on the black, it stays pretty good. This black has actually held up far better than most of the Benchmade black I've had before, going through bone and everything on the breastbone. this will be just as sturdy. Not that it'll ever see that work. I don't ever use a blade this big for something like that. But for two-legged animals, I guess I'd try it if I needed it. It's a very, very beautiful knife. Fits my hand so well. I'm very, very happy with it. It's an awesome birthday present. The scalloping in the G10. Let me see if I can catch better light here. Let me see if I can catch some better light. There you go, guys. Hopefully it won't fleck around too much. The scalloping that they put on these and the design, to me, makes for a perfect pinch hold for other work. And it's very, very comfortable like that. Gives you a lot of control. Again, if it wasn't serrated here, it'd give you a lot of whittling capability, but I guess you could do it with that if you wanted to. It's up to you and your capabilities. Also for a side knife hold for a lot of like Scandi work, if you were to try to use a knife like this. Everything about this knife is doing right. Ella Schwitz really does fine work on the ergonomics on his blades. I thought about getting this one for a long time and let it fall off the list, but I'm really happy to have it now. And to have the Papa Bear to this baby bear is a nice treat for me. Outstanding birthday present. Thank you, brother. Benchmade Nimravus and Nimravus Cub. Hope you guys enjoyed the vid. Thanks for watching and sticking with me. For all you who have subbed, thank you very much. And I hope you guys are all doing well. Everybody take care. Benchmade, baby. That was where I started on knives. Still have a place in my heart. I might carry Chris Reeve and Microtech and other knives that cost a bit more, but sometimes you just got to go back to the good old days. I bought a few cheap knives lately. I'm wearing my favorite cheap knife right now. My Escobar. Bought a cheap Tomahawk. I love that thing from Cold Steel. I'm enjoying a lot of the cheaper stuff right now while the economy's hit, and I'm saving up for some big things. Got a couple knife and gun things in the works. I'm hoping for a birch tree. I got to get a hold of him. My buddy talked to him at the show, see if I can afford it. My buddy Oramoto just put one up on this Direware knife. There's a fixed blade of theirs I want. I'd love to have that BS one. And then the gun builds. Those have been put on hold right now, but with any luck they'll be coming back in the next few weeks. So thank you guys for watching. Everybody take care and stay safe. There should be more videos coming.